1-7 today, and the title of 1-7 is Functions. Now, we have been working on what's called a relation. Someone remind me, what is a relation? A relation. If you don't know, I'll go back to 1-6 and look real quick. What is a relation? Alex?
Something between two coordinates.
Something between two coordinates. Not quite. What's a relation? A set of ordered pair. Nice job. Okay? So a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Okay? So a function, definition, is a relation in which each element of the domain, okay, what's our domain? What does that mean? Raise your hand. What does domain mean? Domain. Oh, we should know this. Oh, and someone else. Wait a second.
Domain and range,
Domain is the what?
It's like it's the
Smacking your head with your pen is definitely going to help it.
so it's that
X or Y?
yeah.
X, yes, okay? So domain is your X value. Okay, guys, just keep in mind, you guys have X, Y coordinate points. Domain range is also in alphabetical order. All right, X, Y alphabetical order, domain range alphabetical order, okay? So it's saying that we have each element domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. So that's a fancy way of saying there's one X for every Y. Okay, so one X for every Y. So we don't want the same X values. Okay? All right, can someone tell me what linear means? Raise your hand, please. What does linear? It says linear function, but I just want to know what the word linear means. Linear. Don't overthink it. Linear. You already got a sucker. Someone hasn't got one yet. I mean, it's right in there.
A line function?
A line, yeah. Yeah, linear means line, right? Okay. So, a linear function is a function whose graph is a line.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Is that like when the coordinates line dots that goes like in the line like this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to talk about it here in a second. We're going to look at it. Okay, so what's nonlinear mean? Non-linear. Okay, Alice, your hand's been up a lot. Go ahead.
Not a line.
Not a line. Very good. So it's not a line. Can you catch? Okay, so not a line. Colin, no stealing. Okay. So a graph is not a line. Okay, so we're going to be talking about today and tomorrow a little bit about lines, linear and not linear. Okay. Now the next thing we see here is the vertical line test, or it's called the pencil test. Has anybody heard of that or remember that from last year? Some of you may not have been taught that. Monica?
It's just when the graph goes through, like the points go straight across.
Not quite. Ava?
If there's like dots on a graph, then if you put your line on it, and if it goes, you
Put your pencil on
it, and then if it lines up.
Close.
It's something like where if you put your pencil down, like the line can't go over it twice.
Awesome. That's right. Good job. Okay, so a pencil test. Let's go ahead and look at a picture so we got a better understanding of this. If you take your pencil and hold it up and down, everybody should be doing this right now, okay? Vertical, it's vertical line test or pencil test. You hold it up and down. Now, on your paper, on your screen there, you run your pencil across, and as long as you don't hit anything twice, you're good, okay? So when I look at this, as I run my pencil across the graph, I don't hit any dots twice. Here would be an example I'm talking about that would be bad. So if I have, let's just say right here at the origin, and I stick a random dot, and you guys see how I have a dot then up there on the actual grid? This would be no good. You've hit two things at the same time, okay? So if you run your pencil across and at any point you hit two things at the same time, it's a no, all right? If you run your pencil across and it never hits something twice, it's yes, it's good. It's a function, okay? So when I look at this one, I'm going to go ahead and erase my points now. This guy right here is going to be a function, okay? So it means for every x, no matter where I put it at, there is a y value. Okay, so if I kind of just put some random dots in there, for every x value I graph here, I've got one y value. Okay, so let's take a second here and look at B now. Okay, so look at B. So if I look at B here and I am running my pencil across, do I hit any spot where I hit something 2, 3, 4 times?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of fails, don't I? If I look at this, okay, if I look right here, at this point, if this were my pencil, boom, there's 2 dots right there in there. If I look right here, 2 dots, 3 dots, that is bad. Those are all failure points, okay? So your answer is no. This is not a function. There is not one x for each y. So what I want us to do is we're going to talk about these 3 points right here. So I'm going to erase the first 2 red lines I have, okay? And I want us, you have to look on there, I'll go ahead and dot this. This is your origin. What coordinate point is this guy way up here? What coordinate point is that guy?
2, I'm at 1, 2.
1, 2. Okay, I'm going to write outside. Everybody do that. Okay, so I've got 1, 2 on that top dot. Okay, what would this guy right here be?
1,
1,
1.
1. Okay. And what would then this guy right here be?
1, -2.
Oh, be careful. Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind, it's me. All right, so then 1, -2. Okay? So now if you think about the definition, 1x for every y. Look at your x values. What do you notice?
It goes down by 1.
Whoa, look at your x values. What do you notice?
They're all one.
They're all the same, right? You have 3 x values, and they're all going to different y's. That's no good. Okay? You have 1x, so you can only have 1, 1, and it has to pair up with some other number. Okay? If you've got 3, that's a fail. Okay? So if I look here at letter C, what do you guys think about this? Monica's saying no. Why would you say no? You're right.
Because the 1 goes to 2 numbers. Yeah, that's fine.
The what or the negative one?
The negative one, sorry.
No, that's okay. So she's saying right here at this point, this is an issue. And she's right. That's not going to be any good because what that is saying is I've got a coordinate -1, 4, -1, 4, and I've got a coordinate point at -1, 5. -1, 5. That does not work. Okay? So if you've got 2 x's, it's a no. It is not a function. Okay? There's not 1 x for each y. Okay? All right, does anybody have a question so far? Okay, so then look at letter D here, and I want you to take a second and write yes or no on your own. Yes or no on your own. All right, Corlin, give me something. What do you think?
I'll say no.
Okay, why did you say no?
Because 3, 2, and 5, 2.
Okay, so you're saying this guy and this guy are repeating? Okay. Do we care about y's? Colin shaking his head, no. We only care about x's. We don't care about the y's. All we want is 1x for every y. So we don't even look at the y's. Okay? So she makes the common error. Don't look at y's. So now, Coral, what would your answer be now that we've changed that? You're right. Good. It's going to be a yes. So because I've got different numbers in the x position, yes, this will work. Yes, it'll be a function. So if I were to take the time, we're not going to do it, but if I were to take the time to graph it and run my pencil across it, I wouldn't hit 2 dots at the same time. Okay? All right, so take a second now, and I want you to write yes or no for E. Yes or no for letter E here. Take a second look at that. All right, Varel, what do you think here?
I put no,
Okay, why?
because the 5, 1, 2, 5 repeat.
Nice job. He's right. I got 2 5s in the x position. That is not a function. That is a no. Okay? All right. So now, I didn't really define. We're not going to worry about explaining right now. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that part. We're not going to do it on homework either. It's just going to be yes or no as part of your homework tonight. Okay? Now, vertical line test.
One question.
Yes, sir.
If you would explain it, how would you?
You would just say, like, so an example. passes the vertical line test. You could say that. Passes the pencil test or vertical line test. And here I would say I have 2 number ones or 2 negative ones. I have nothing that doubles on the x, I'm good. I have 2 5s in the x position, so it's a no.
Would that be on the test?
No, we're just gonna have yes or no. Okay. All right. So vertical line test. If you had to tell a friend about it, what would you say? I mean, just give them the basics. What would you tell them? Alex?
If you can take your pencil vertically across the linear function, is that what it is?
Yeah, good. Love it.
The linear function, then it's a no. Then it doesn't. I don't know.
Okay, so if you can run your pencil across, is that a yes or no?
If you run this across, it's a no. I mean, yes.
It's a yes if we only hit how many points? 1. So if we hit 2, what do you put? No. Okay. So if you need to write a quick note about that, go ahead and do that. All right? So vertical line test. Run your pencil across. If you hit 1 point, yay. 2 points or 3 or 4? No. Okay? Go ahead and take a second and write about that. So you'll remember it when you look at this on Sunday night. Okay, and then you go to example 2 when you get that done. Okay, on example 2, it says a bird feeder will hold up to 3 quarts of seed. The feeder weighs 2.3 pounds when empty and 13.4 pounds when full. What we're going to do is we haven't looked we've looked at sketching a real thing, like a real life graph, but we haven't kind of gone through all the little steps, so we're going to go through as many as we can here before class ends, okay? So it says make a table, okay? And it tells you the bird feeder is 0, 1, 2, and 3 quarts, and the weight, and then they give you 2.3 and some numbers there, okay? So when you are doing a table for real world stuff, you can't just put X and Y at the top like we've been doing. You actually have to give it labels. So if I'm looking here, these are going to be my X values. What would I label 0, 1, 2, and 3? Quarts, okay? So right here underneath C, I'm going to start my table, okay? And here we're talking about quarts of bird seed. You can just write quarts. If you want to put bird seed, that would be fine. Alex, be ready, please. Okay, and then I've got 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you writing this down, bud? Right now, we're right here. We're doing A. Okay. Then I've got the Y's, 2.3, 6, 9.7, and 13.4. What would my label here be? Diane? Pounds. Very good. Okay, so you put pounds. So that would be the adjustment you would make for something real world. Okay? And then we've got 2.3, 6, 9.7, and 13.4. Okay? All right, determine the domain and range. So what would my domain here be? Domain. Monica?
That maybe be the quarts, or would that be the pound? I think it'd be pounds.
Okay, quarts are your x's.
Oh,
So that would be your domain. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would write 0, 1, 2, and 3. Right? For our domain.
So will they always be on the left? Like
It's always
if,
X,
like
Y.
if you're like that, will it always be on the left?
Yeah, domain range. Okay? So then you would put now your range.